Hello everybody and welcome to the Uncle Who Works for Nintendo. Now this is a text-based horror game. I don't think it was made for any sort of game jam or anything, but it was made with Twine. So like I said, it's completely text-based, but there are some visuals to go along with it, and of course sound. And for some reason it says here there are some trigger warnings, so I'm gonna put a little trigger warning here, I suppose. I don't know why anything in this game would trigger anybody. As far as I know, it's just a horror game, but we'll have to see. And it also says, occasionally, it may take control of my browser. Don't know what that means, but here we are. Let's go. You are 11 years old. What is your best friend's name? None of these? I like the name Sarah. Let's go with Sarah. Your best friend Sarah has invited you to a sleepover at her house this weekend. You've been friends since first grade, so asking your mom is basically only a formality. Why can't I click this? Okay, I'm gonna click asking your mom. Okay, you've never confirmed this, but you suspect the babysitter may charge extra when there are two kids. You sometimes feel like staying somewhere else is the only way you can help out. Alright then, only a formality. Alright. On Friday night, you're home for only a few hours, long enough to pack, get in a fight with your younger sister, pack some more, and watch some TV. At 6 sharp, you're standing on the sidewalk outside Sarah's house while your mom idles in her car nearby. She leans out the window to you. You behave yourself, okay? She says, as always. I'll be at work, but if anything happens, you call me. Okay, Mom. Okay, Mom. No, yes, Mom. We're going to go with yes, Mom, because I'm not rude to my mom just all the time. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 3, she says, again, as usual. But then she pauses, looking up at the sky, which has been overcast throughout the day. If you play outside, she adds, be careful. It's probably going to rain. Kiss Mom goodbye? Like kiss your ass goodbye? I'm gonna say... I'm going to wave goodbye. After you part, your mom drives down the street, disappearing around the corner. You turn back to Sarah's house. The lights inside are glowing warmly. You can see Sarah waving at you from her bedroom on the 2nd floor. I don't see her in any of those windows, but okay. Head inside. It is 6 p.m., and there is that storm that she spoke of. Sarah's mom meets you just inside. Hello, she says. Dinner will be ready in just a few minutes, but you can drop your stuff off in the den. You and Sarah are camping out there tonight. Cool. You drop your sleeping and overnight bags on the corner of the den, and then pause to take a look around. Behind the couch, a grandfather clock is ticking softly. Through a set of patio doors on the far side of the room, you can see the sky is just as gray as it was when your mom left. Framed pictures line the walls, and over the dark fireplace hangs a monstrous pair of antlers from a buck that Sarah's dad shot years ago. And of course, there's a big screen TV. Sometimes it makes you uncomfortable how much nicer Sarah's house is than yours. Anyway, what? Your mom's trying, man. You drop your sleeping and overnight bags in the corner of the den, and then pause to take a look around. Behind the couch, a grandfather clock is ticking softly. Through a set of patio door... Oh. This is exactly the same, okay. Sarah entered the room while you weren't paying attention, and she now stands in the doorway smiling expectantly. Are you ready for dinner? She asks. Yeah, I'm ready for dinner. Dinner passes quickly. Tonight's meal is spaghetti and meatballs, one of Sarah's favorite meals, as her mother points out while piling a helping on your plate. Sarah's father cracks a beer and jovially interrogates you about how much trouble you and Sarah are getting into at school. I can click cracks a beer for some reason. I'm going to click it. Wait, that wasn't a beer at all. That's a glass of lemonade. Why would you even think it was beer? What? What the hell is going on? Sarah's father doesn't drink alcohol. You're quite certain of that fact now that you've remembered it. Well, whatever. What? Okay, that was odd. Dessert is heaping bowls of ice cream drizzled in chocolate sauce. You can't even finish yours. The grandfather clock in the den chimes. You go along... Ooh, that spooked me. You go along now, says Sarah's mom, smiling from her side of the table. We'll clean up in here. Let's go get the TV ready, says Sarah. The two of you leave the dining room and head upstairs. Sarah's room is immense. You stay in the den because the TV is larger there, but there's a sizable one here, flush with the wall opposite this full-size bed. We'll take the 64 down first, says Sarah, heading toward her TV and opening the entertainment center cabinet. It's her prerogative, of course. She gets to choose what you play first, usually. But as Sarah begins unhooking the cords of the N64 from the TV, you catch sight of the other things she has in there. The other things? All the major stuff. An old SNES, a PlayStation, a Dreamcast. Hey! But some other things, too. Things you don't really recognize. A large black box with green highlights, a smaller purple one, a strange white and yellow tower with what look like gloves resting on hooks on either side, a compact white cone. What are those? Sarah looks to the clutter in the cabinet. Oh yeah, she says. They're pretty cool. I can't show them to you though. They're still secret. I promised my uncle. Of course. You suddenly remember her uncle. Okay then. The uncle who works for... Oh, okay. The uncle who works for Nintendo. I didn't even get to click away. In the corner, the grandfather clock is ticking softly. I'm gonna click that. It's 7 o'clock. Okay. Through a nearby set of patio doors, you can see it's getting quite dark. Framed pictures line the walls. Okay. You walk around the perimeter of the den, inspecting the pictures idly. Most of them are family portraits from years past. Sarah cradled lovingly between her mother and father, or any one of the three on their own. A happy, tidy family. I mean, just because they're related doesn't mean... Because this option says look for pictures of Sarah's uncle, but I mean, just because, like I said, just because they're related doesn't mean that she's going to have pictures of her uncle. Not everybody does. You don't find any. Not one. The only pictures here are of Sarah and her parents. You don't know why that makes you feel uneasy. I mean, not everybody has pictures of their uncle. But I get it's like part of the game, whatever, but still, like, what? That doesn't make sense. Time passes. Okay, see, there were other things. Oh, it brought me back here, so now it's 7:30. Okay. Sarah's parked in front of the large TV playing something on the Nintendo 64. Let's talk to Sarah. What do you like to talk about? Let's talk about games. Talk about how much you like games. Yep. Sarah raises an eyebrow at your remark. What do you like about them? The challenge, yes. The chance to be a different sort of person, yes. Solving puzzles and stuff. I love solving puzzles. Yeah, she says. That's a nice feeling. But something in her voice tells you she's thinking about something. You okay? Do you think it's weird to play games? She asks suddenly, and then before you can say anything else, I mean, like, is it weird for a girl to play games? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but... No. Oh, she's playing Mario Kart by herself. Was she being an asshole, not letting me play with her? I don't want to say I don't know, because I do know that it's not weird, but... Okay, I guess I'll go with this. Everyone says it's weird that I'm friends with you, what? I'm just gonna say, they say the same stuff about me. Oh! I guess because I selected a female friend, I'm a girl. Well, alright. Girls don't play video games. Then why is she sitting here playing video games? Why don't you play girl games? What? Yeah, says Sarah. Yeah. But they're jerks. Who cares what they have to say? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that option. Sarah shrugs tiredly. Yeah, she says. Who does care? Without another word, she returns to the Nintendo, leaving you alone with your thoughts. The clock chimes. You are in the den. That clock is going to get me every single time, so it's 8 o'clock now? Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the kitchen. Passing through the empty dining room, you enter the kitchen, which is also deserted right now. Let's look in the fridge. There are a few things here. Soda, cold pizza, milk, water pitcher. She said we could have some pizza. Let's get some pizza. You grab your snack and exit the kitchen. You head back to the den. Is it still... How did 30 minutes pass for me to go and get that? Let's go to the bathroom. You head to the bathroom down the hall from the den. There's a shower, a linen closet, and a toilet. Let's look in the shower. The shower is pristinely clean. Are you done here? No, I'm not done yet. It's a linen closet filled with large fluffy towels and washcloths. You're not sure why you looked in here. Are you finished? No, I'm not done. I want to look at the toilet. Thank you very much. You go to the bathroom and wash your hands. Are you done here? Yes. Okay, I'm finally done. You head back to the den. The clock chimes. God! That's going to get me every time. Sarah's mother bustles into the room, holding a large ceramic bowl filled with popcorn under her arm. How are you kids doing? She asks. Good, says Sarah, her eyes not moving from the television. I hope you're having fun, says Sarah's mom. Here's some popcorn. Extra butter. She places it on the floor by Sarah. Almost immediately, Sarah is shoveling popcorn into her mouth. Meanwhile, her mother smiles first at her and then back at you. There's sodas in the kitchen if you get thirsty, and some pizza from the other night if you get hungry. Oh, I already got the pizza. Okay. Okay. I already got it, but okay. She looks at Sarah. Your father's gone to bed. I'll be there soon, myself. I want you two to keep it quiet, alright? Yes, Mom, Sarah says tiredly. Oh, and before I forget, she adds, your uncle called. He suddenly has some business here in town tomorrow, but he's driving in early. He'll be here around midnight. Okay. For the first time, Sarah stops playing her game, stops eating popcorn, and turns to look at her mother. Okay, she says. I want you two to welcome him in. He'll be very tired and very hungry, so offer him something to eat before he goes to bed. Okay, Mom. Good night, kids. And with that, she's gone. That's very ominous. Why did Sarah have to pause just to say, okay? I don't know, but we're going to have to see. Okay, there's a bowl of popcorn on the floor. Can I get some? You grab a handful of popcorn. It's buttery and delicious. Yep. All right. I'm going to think about Sarah's uncle. Ooh, this is a weird image. Okay. It began with Mew. You didn't believe her at first when Sarah came to school one day and told you she had finally caught Mew. Prove it, you said. So she pulled out her Game Boy and showed you. There it was. Mew. The 151st Pokemon, available only to players at promotional events, somehow unlocked on Sarah's game. It's really strong, she said. It KOs every enemy in one hit. Sarah demonstrated this claim at recess when you and some other friends linked Game Boys to do battle. You were the first one down. No one else got in a single hit on Sarah's Mew. I can click that as well. In a few days, everyone had quit playing Pokemon at recess. The allure had faded. You asked how Sarah managed to get it. Oh, my uncle got a job at Nintendo, said Sarah. You were walking home together past one of the construction crews. I can click that as well. There'd been a storm not too long ago. Trees were down all over town. Buildings had collapsed. You were standing at an intersection with Sarah as a truck rumbled by, loaded up with ragged tree trunks. What a bad storm. You were walking home together past one of the construction crews. Sarah still lived next door to you at the time. At the time? Wait. This couldn't have been too long ago. When did Sarah move? There was something nice about being neighbors. I don't think you're at Sarah's house, man. Or girl. That doesn't seem... It doesn't seem right. Oh. He also got me this new Game Boy, said Sarah, pulling it out of her pocket. You hadn't noticed it earlier, but yes, Sarah now had a sleek new Game Boy Color. Until today, she had one of the old ones, a big gray brick like yours. This one's a special edition, said Sarah. Isn't it cool? You agreed. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You snap out of your reflections. Okay, it's 9:30 now, apparently. I'm going to remember my own Mew. You got your own Mew eventually. Another friend had a Game Shark, which you borrowed one day. Game Shark. I haven't seen one of those things in years. You spent that entire night unlocking every Pokemon you couldn't obtain in your copy of the game, or hadn't yet traded for. Why couldn't you obtain it? That's weird. Including Mew. It didn't one-hit KO most enemies. It was incredibly weak, and you shamefully cheated the game further to make it strong enough. It even looked different from Sarah's. Your Mew was small, even cute, standing there with its round, cheerful eyes. But when Sarah's had wiped out everyone at school, it had looked completely different. Compact, snarling, fierce. You asked her why. What? She said. That had been here, in the den. What? Oh, that thing? Wait. What? Sarah had moved by then, but how long was that after the first storm, after she got Mew? Wait. You can't remember. Wait. What? I'm confused and these aren't even my own memories. It had been a while since anyone talked about Pokemon. Well, my uncle got me a special edition Mew, first of all, she said, smirking a little, but not looking away from the PlayStation game she was... PlayStation? Wait a minute. She was just playing the Nintendo 64. What the hell is going on? That's why mine looked different. Second of all, mine can one-hit KO because it's the real Mew. It's a game. You asked what she meant by that. Just what I said, Sarah replied. You cheated and got a fake Mew, so of course there'd be problems, glitches and junk. You felt your cheeks redden. But not me, Sarah said once again. I got the real Mew, and only me. My brother was so jealous. Brother? She didn't have a brother. Sarah's brother. What about him? Why does remembering that comment make you feel uneasy? Because she didn't have a brother. Unless he's moved out or something, but they didn't have any pictures of him. So if he's real, why don't they have pictures? Did they disown him? You snap out of your reflections. Okay. Didn't get me that time. You're in the den. It begins raining outside. Return. I guess I'll ask about the uncle now. Your uncle stays with you when he visits? Yeah, says Sarah nonchalantly. He lives pretty far away, and so he just drops by. Isn't that a little weird? Sarah gives you a look you don't like very much. How would you know? She asks. You don't even have an uncle. Well, fuck you. I don't know how to take that. Yeah, I guess so. You drop the conversation in silence. What to do now? I guess I could talk to her again? I'm gonna ask her if she thinks this storm will be as bad as the last one. I don't like the sound of the wind. You remember that storm we had that tore down all the trees? I don't know what you're talking about, says Sarah. You don't remember? Remember what? The storm. It happened a few weeks ago. It was huge. It took down trees. Sarah shakes her head. If it was important, I'm sure I would have remembered it, she says. You fall silent. This is why I'm thinking it's not the real Sarah, especially not only the fact that he doesn't remember, or my character doesn't remember her moving, but it was here in this den that we talked about the Mew before. I'm so confused. You fall silent. I guess let's talk about school. You asked Sarah how she did on a math quiz you had trouble with. She got an A, of course. An hour passes. When the clock chimes, you're in the den. I guess I'm going to ask again about the uncle's visit. So, why is your uncle coming? Sarah shrugs. Business. But I thought he worked for Nintendo. He does, says Sarah, frowning but not looking away from the TV screen. He's really important there. Then what does he have to do here? Sarah pauses the game and turns towards you, visibly agitated. How should I know? I don't work for them. Well, calm down. I'm just trying to figure out why your uncle's coming here to make sure he's not like a drug dealer or trying to like kidnap you or something, I guess. Right now she is not quite yelling, but you think if you keep pressing the subject, she might. I'm not sure I believe you about your uncle. Sorry. I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say, I'm not sure I believe you about your uncle. Sarah takes a moment to respond as if she's not quite sure she heard you correctly. What? I don't believe your uncle works for Nintendo. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pressing it. You think you've finally done it. Sarah stands up, fists clenched at her sides, mouth twisting horribly as she struggles to say something. I can just imagine her standing there making those noises. Like, you watch as she takes a step towards you, and... I'm not a bitch, baby. I'm not gonna flinch. You clench your teeth and wait. Sarah darts forward and pushes you back onto the hardwood floor, cracking your skull against the carpet. Well, damn. Well, I'm not a fighter, so I'm not going to just punch back. But then again, she did crack my skull against the carpet. I'm just going to take a moment to be dazed. You lie there expecting another punch or a kick, but to your surprise, nothing happens. Slowly, you sit up to see Sarah standing there, arms still stiff at her sides, breathing heavily. You realize she is close to crying. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Sarah shakes her head, as if remembering something. Never mind, she says. Just, never mind. You want to say something more, but she's already re-immersed in the video game. You take a breather. Again, it said she was playing a PlayStation, but she's sitting here playing Mario Kart. And she initially started playing on an N64. We didn't even bring the PlayStation down here. So what? You take a breather. It's 11 p.m. I can't do anything. I'm going to go to the kitchen, I guess. You enter the kitchen, which is also deserted right now. Go into the fridge. I'm just going to go back to the den. Did that waste time? It's now 11:30. It took me 30 minutes to do that. Okay, I'm going to talk to Sarah, I guess. School? Try to strike up a conversation, but Sarah doesn't seem to want to talk about school and ignores you. An hour passes. So now it's too late. It's like 12:30 now? Because... No, wait. It would be 11 o'clock. What am I talking about? No, it'd be 11... It would be 12:30 right now if an hour passed. You're in the den. The grandfather clock chimes the hour as Sarah suddenly looks up from the 64. It's time, she says. Time for what? Someone knocks at the door. That's him, says Sarah, standing up. I should go let him in. I don't like that. That's some heavy knocking. As she leaves the den, you realize you could follow, but a part of you really feels like being scarce for a bit. Oh gosh, what should I do? I do know there's multiple endings to this game, so... That doesn't sound just like an uncle knocking on the door. But I think I'm gonna follow. The knocking continues persistently as you follow Sarah to the front. What the fuck is that noise? To the front of the house. Outside the public glass of the front window, you can see a tall, dark shadow. Ooh, I'm feeling weird now. Sarah goes to the door, undoes the deadbolt, and cracks it open. You can come in, she says to whoever stands on the porch, then looks over her shoulder at you. Sorry, she says. Why are you sorry? Before you can ask what there is to be sorry about, the door slams open. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Bad expression, hello child, come closer child, no more worries child, I'm hungry child, no more worries, hello. Fear none, screaming equals cease, stop it child, hello child, now it's just, hello child, undefined error. What the I clicked it. The uncle who works for Nintendo. Oh, I got the undefined error ending. This ending is locked. Oh, there's like some little hints here. Okay, things are a little weird here. Try to run, but it may turn out to be a game of hide and seek. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely weird here. Decide you don't feel like spending the night. Call your mom and ask to be taken. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do these in order. I think I'm hitting about 30 minutes or maybe... Yeah, I think I'm hitting about 30 minutes right now. Maybe less because I did have to take a pause for a little while. But I am going to finish this game in one video. No matter how long it takes. No matter how long it takes. Alright. So this next ending here says, things are a little weird here. Try to run, but it may turn out to be a game of hide and seek. Okay. So, I'm going to go back to I'm going to skip to the ending when the uncle comes in. I'm going to make the exact same choices. And then I am going to be scarce for a bit instead of follow her. And I assume that's going to be this ending. So, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Oh, wait. This is different. One quick question then. Was your friend's father drinking beer at dinner? Yeah, I'm not sure what I saw. I have no idea. Oh, this is different. Said you're not as good at this as a boy would be. But what that was different. That was different than last time. I asked her what was wrong, and then she asked me, if I thought it was weird that girls play games. But then it said, you would be better at this if you were a boy. That was different. Okay, Okay, it is now midnight again. Here we are. It's time, she says. Time for what? Someone knocks at the front door. Oh, I don't like that knocking. That's him, says Sarah, standing up. I should go let him in. Alright, instead of following, we're going to be scarce for a bit. Let's... There's that noise again. We're going to run to the bathroom. You run down the hall to the bathroom and lock the door behind you. Or at least this could have been a bathroom. What? Could have been? But you were here just earlier. The walls are bare and white, and there's no sink or toilet. What? I can see them first off right here, but I also... I used the bathroom earlier. I did the exact same things when I used the bathroom. There was a bathroom here. Huh. But there are some odd featureless white boxes that could stand in for a shower or a linen closet. Should I hide in the linen closet? You crawl into the plain white box that is about the size of a linen closet and close it behind you. From the front of the house, you can hear the front door slam open. After that, you don't hear anything except bad expression, child. The rain. No, not just the rain. But that voice in the back of your head, like, bad expression. I am coming for you, child. Oh gosh. Like something you can't even begin to describe. Though you lock the door behind you, you hear it open easily. Something walks in. Hold your breath. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. You're not sure how you know something is out there because you don't exactly, oh child, hear it moving, but you know it's there and you know it's stopped. Poor, poor child, right outside your hiding spot. Oh gosh, this... It opens the door even though you immediately realize it doesn't have any hands. What? Oh child, I am so hungry, child. You cannot run, child. Hello, child. No more worries, child. Struggle cease. Screaming cease. I have friends for you. In the dark. In the dark. What the fuck? The uncle who works for Nintendo. Run. Okay, I got the second ending. Alright. Let's see what this third ending hint is. Yeah, it's definitely weird here. Decide you don't feel like spending the night. Call your mom and ask to be taken home. Be sure you have enough time for your ride to show up. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to the kitchen. You head toward the kitchen thinking you may grab a soda from the fridge. On the way, you have to head through the dining room. Sarah's mom and dad are still there. Well, I mean, it hasn't... Okay, that ain't weird. The table hasn't yet been cleared, and they're still sitting in the exact same places you left them. In fact, you realize they aren't moving at all. Okay, now that's a little weird. They sit there, completely still like mannequins. Sarah's dad is holding up his glass of lemonade, as if getting ready to take a drink. So it was lemonade, not beer. Okay. Sarah's mom has her head turned and her mouth slightly open, as if she froze immediately after you and Sarah left the dining room. Should I attempt to talk to them? I'm gonna ignore them and go to the kitchen. You bite your lip, looking from one still adult to the other. They aren't even blinking. Okay, this is fucking weird. You run through the room into the kitchen. You're in the empty kitchen. The dining room is behind you. You could grab something out of the fridge or exit through the back to return to the den. What if I click behind you? You aren't going back that way. You just aren't. Okay. I'm gonna grab a soda. You grab your snack and exit the kitchen. Okay. Well, okay. Hey, Sarah, your parents are being fucking weird. Yeah. I'm gonna tell Sarah about her parents. They're being freaking weird. You tell Sarah what you saw. What? She asks, looking over her shoulder at you and pausing her game. Your parents are sitting in the dining room still. They're not moving. They're not even blinking. Are you sure? Says Sarah, frowning at you. I bet they're just being weird. Give me a second. As she stands and moves out of the room, she points back at the 64. You can play my game if you want. No, I'm just gonna wait. You stand alone in the den, listening to the wind outside and the chiming of the grandfather clock. The chiming? Multiple? As in you've been standing here for hours? You try to listen to the conversation Sarah must be having with her parents, but you don't hear anything. After a while, Sarah comes back. They look fine to me. Mom said she's going to bring us popcorn soon. What? Nice try for a prank, though, says Sarah, seemingly ignoring you. Oh, and one more thing, she says while she resumes her spot in front of the Nintendo. Thanks for sending me out then. Mom made me help her clean up after all. Special company. What? Oh, my uncle's coming to visit. Oh, I already knew that. Time passes. Oh, I can call my mom now. Okay. I'm calling my mom. It says give plenty of time for the person to get here. I'm assuming maybe like 10 minutes to get across town, maybe 15, so there's plenty of time. 30 minutes, that's plenty of time. Passing hesitantly through the now empty dining room, you enter the kitchen where the phone sits on the counter. Yeah, that's a big fucking phone. Call Mom. You dial your mom's work number and wait. She picks up after 3 rings. I want to go home. Really, honey? She asks. Please, Mom. Please. She sighs heavily. Of course, she says. I'll call the sitter. She'll probably be there in an hour. Fuck. I'm fucked. Now, really, I have to go. She hangs up. Return to the den and pack your things. How am I supposed to get out of... It just now gave me the option to call her. How am I supposed to call her an hour beforehand? That doesn't... Return to the den and pack your things. The clock chimes as you enter the den. The clock is chiming. Sarah's standing in the middle of the den, her hands at her sides and an odd smile on her face. You're too late, she says. He's here. And then someone knocks at the front door. Yeah, I'm gonna be scarce again, but this time I'm gonna go to the kitchen. This passage does not exist. Kitchen. Okay. I guess I'll go back. Ask about parents? That's new. I have a little bit of time. So I don't need to call my mom just yet. If it's only going to take an hour, I can call at 11. Or maybe I could call at 10:30 and still make it out okay. So was I hallucinating that thing with your parents? Of course you were, you weirdo. But the thing is, I saw them. No, you thought you saw them, Sarah says firmly. You bite your lip and look at your hands. I thought so. Never mind. I'm sorry I brought it up. Yeah, it's okay, Sarah says, shrugging. Shrugging, not struggling. I'm just gonna, let her hit me. Maybe, us getting in a fight will make things, make my mom leave work and come pick me up, so it'll be quicker than The babysitter coming? I don't know. Take the initiative and throw a punch before she can go for you again. That's what we're gonna do. Whoa. You shove yourself up off the floor and send your fist into Sarah's stomach. For a moment, you're shocked at what you've done as she stands there gasping in her pajamas, but then suddenly, bad expression, I hate you. You hear something, or think you hear something. Someone shouting, and then you fall in flat on the floor. Why did I fall? What? For a moment, you don't think you can get up. Your whole body feels heavy. Did she hit you? I hate you, says Sarah. Leave me alone. You finally manage to sit up as she turns back to her game. You take a moment to collect yourself. What just happened? It's still 9 o'clock. I've got a little bit longer. I guess I'll watch Sarah play. You don't feel like playing games or watching anyone play games. Okay, that's cool with me. I guess I'm gonna go to the kitchen and get another snack. I don't know, get some freaking soda. Exit the kitchen. You head back to the den. Let's see what time it is. It's 9:30 now? I can wait till at least 10. Talk to Sarah. Talk about school. Try to strike up a conversation, but Sarah's too involved in the game and seems to be ignoring you. You simply watch her play in silence. Oh, whole hour passes. It begins raining outside, so she's... Okay, dark and rainy. Now you have to go to the bathroom, and it is only 10 o'clock. I've got time. We're going to go to the bathroom, and we're going to use the bathroom. This is different. You realize there's something wrong with the toilet. The water in the bowl looks solid, like glass. When you attempt to turn the handle, nothing happens, but the toilet emits the sound of flushing anyway. You suddenly feel like you don't have to go anymore. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't know. Let me look in the closet is completely empty. The walls are a strange, untextured white. What is going on here? How about the shower? There's nothing in the shower. No bottles of soap or shampoo, and no shower head or faucet. It's just an empty box. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here, but things are fucking weird. I'm gonna call my mom. Get the fuck out of here. Call Mom. She picks up after 3 rings. Things are really weird here, Mom. What? What do you mean? Sarah's parents are acting really weird. What do you mean? I'm gonna tell her everything. Your mother is silent for a long time. Mom? Something in your voice seems to give her pause. Okay, she says after a moment. I'll call the sitter and tell her to come pick you up. It'll probably be an hour. Is that okay? Yes, thank you. Of course, she says with a hint of a sigh. I'll call her now, okay? She'll be there in an hour. Be safe. She hangs up. Yeah, I'm gonna return to the den and pack my things. The clock chimes as you enter the den. Sarah doesn't even look away from the TV as you come in. Quietly begin gathering up your things. This draws Sarah's attention. What are you doing? She asks. Explain that you're leaving. What? Sarah stands up, not even bothering to pause the game. No, you can't leave. It's almost time. I don't think we're friends anymore. You don't understand, she says. If you leave, I'll get in trouble. Trouble? I actually like you, Sarah says. I'm sorry we fought, but I do like you. We're really friends. You don't know what to say. The others, it was different, but when he asked for you... Others? What are you talking about? Yeah, I was just about to ask the same thing. If you stay, I'm sure it'll be different. I'm sure we'll work something out. Yeah, are you okay? You can't go, says Sarah, ignoring your question. There's so much stuff I had planned for tonight. I was going to let you play the next Zelda game, the one that's not even out yet. Before you can say anything, she is already running upstairs. Sarah continually runs up and down the stairs, bringing you games and consoles while you pack up your things. Every time she presents you something new, you ignore her or brush it off with an uncaring shrug. Please, Sarah says, just stay. Stay the night, please. Outside, you hear a car horn honk. No, you say, and with your night bag slung over one shoulder, you march to the front door and exit into the night. As you walk to the sitter's car, you see your little sister in the back seat, still in her pajamas. The sitter, a high school girl who lives down the street from you, looks incredibly unhappy to be here, but you think you'll be able to handle her. As you climb into the car, you cast one last look over your shoulder, back to the house. Sarah is standing in the doorway, totally still, not screaming, not crying, not doing much of anything. The car begins to pull away from the house, and as you watch, you see her parents appear in the doorway behind her. I guess I'll wave. No, I'm not gonna wave. Without acknowledging you, Sarah's parents lay their hands on her shoulders. You recognize in their movements something unnatural, something stiff and mechanical. They turn Sarah back into the house, the door closing just as everything slides out of view. When you turn around in your seat to look out the back window, you can't even see the house's lights. Sarah doesn't show up at school on Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday. On Thursday, you ask your teacher, Mr. Scott, where Sarah is. He blinks at you confusedly. "Oh," he says eventually. "Sarah, well, I'm surprised she didn't tell you about this, but she and her family moved away." "They moved again?" "Okay." The house is empty when you ride your bike by that afternoon. It somehow seems even larger without anything or anyone in it. A for sale sign stands in the yard out front. "Okay, I guess I'm gonna go home." You never see Sarah again, and eventually as the years pass, you forget about her entirely. I think it's for the better. The uncle works for Nintendo. We got the exit ending. Alright, we still have 2 more endings. God dang. I don't know how long this video is at this point, because for me, I've been recording for well over an hour. But I don't know. The video may only be an hour or so, but we'll have to see. Some things you don't remember, or things you remember don't match what you see. Learn what you can, ask questions, have a serious talk, don't be mean, but still, get out of there. So that seems the same as what I just went through, but let's see. Oh, this is different. A happy, tidy family. Wait, no, something is wrong here. Where is Sarah's brother? You know she has a brother. You know it, except he's not here in any of the pictures, and you think harder about the brother. He was older, not much, 1 or 2 years? A jerk sometimes, but not any more of a jerk than you are to your little sister. When it snowed, your mom would pay him to shovel the sidewalk outside your house. He lived next door. His name was... Remember his name. You can't remember his name. I'm gonna ask her about her brother. Is your brother spending the night with one of his friends? Sarah pauses the game she is playing and gives you an odd look. I don't have a brother, she says. No, I remember him. There's a long moment of uncomfortable silence, broken only by distant thunder, the Nintendo, and the clock ticking. You're such a weirdo, says Sarah, and turns back to the Nintendo. The subject, it seems, has been dropped. Wait, why does this say wait? Sarah shakes her head. It's just, those guys at school. Wait. Girls don't play video games. Why don't you play girl games? You're not as good at this as a boy would be. I don't want to trade Pokemon with you. What? I could beat you at any... Whoa! What was going on there? What? Oh, this is different. At 8 o'clock, I decided to watch Sarah play games, and this is what happened after I clicked on it. Sarah decides you should play the next game alone. It's pretty boring. You're at a party having a conversation with a man in a business suit, but for some reason you can't move the camera up to see above his mouth. He's always smiling. He tells you a story about how people always mistake him for someone else. Who's this someone else? Did you figure it out? Asked Sarah, once the man in the game has apparently stood up and left the conversation. Figure what out? Sarah laughs. I guess not, she says, before putting her choice of game into the N64. You realize you've played for quite some time. The clock chimes. You are in the den. Oh, this is different. This is different. I asked her about the storm now, and she said, okay. Okay, good. We're making progress now. You remember the storm? Asked Sarah. Yeah, you say, nodding. But no one remembers the storm, she says. It was big. It took down trees. That's impossible, Sarah says. Impossible. No one remembers it. But I do. No, you don't understand. Please, I'm not messing with you. But this is important. But this is different. Something's different. He said no one would remember the storm. Who? He came out of the storm. I was home alone, Sarah begins, her eyes growing distant. Mom was at work. Dad was out at the bar, but he doesn't drink. That's odd. You were alone. Yeah, she agrees. I was alone. Alone all the time. When the storm started, I thought I'd run over to your house, but it was late, and then he knocked. Who? I answered the door when the knocking started. He said he was lost and hungry. He said he could help me. All I had to do was promise to feed him. What the fuck? What is this, uncle? What the fuck? Oh gosh, that gave me chills. Bad expression, feed me. Sarah tenses. What is that? It's my uncle, Sarah says, or that's what he told me to call him. I don't really know. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna say I wanna go home. No, you can't. He's already on his way. Bad expression, no. There it is, like a voice. Not something you hear exactly, but still somewhere in the back of your head. Sarah heard it too. See? She asked. See? He's almost here. I'm calling my mom. Yeah, I called my mom. She picks up after 3 rings. Things are really weird here. I just want to go home, Mom, please. Really, honey, please, Mom, please. I'll call the sitter. She'll probably be there in an hour. Now, really, I have to go. She hangs up. Return to the den and pack your things. Alright, sounds good. You return to the den. Sarah is sitting silently on the floor as you come in. You're leaving, aren't you? She says. This joke you're playing is really mean. I should have known it was different, Sarah mumbles. You were remembering too much. What the fuck? How much of this do you know about, Sarah? Like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna start packing my stuff. I need to get out of here. Please, says Sarah, please don't go. I've never not fed him, and if I don't, I'm not sure what will happen. I'm just gonna continue packing in silence. So you just want me to get eaten or whatever? No, please, no, she replies. It's not... I think he'll kill me. Do you understand? He would have killed me if I didn't... I'm just gonna continue. Now I'm gonna continue. Why could you hear him? She asks, but it doesn't seem like she expects you to answer. You both lapse into an awkward silence. Eventually, a car honks outside. You get up to leave. Sarah has wandered over to the fireplace and is looking into its unlit depths as you walk out the door and into the night. The sitter's familiar car is parked out front. As you climb into the car, you cast one last look over your shoulder, back to the house. The front door is closed. You suddenly can't remember if you did that yourself. The lights in the den are still burning. As the sitter pulls away from the house, you stare out the window at Sarah's house. The lights blurred and magnified by the rain streaming down the glass. Eventually, it all slides out of view. You find out the next afternoon about the fire. Oh God, the fire? It started in the den, say the papers, where there was known to be a fireplace. Apparently, it was left smoldering in the night. There were no survivors. Arson is suspected, since an accelerant would have helped the flames overcome the night's heavy rains, but nothing definitive is ever publicly released on this account. One day after school, you ride your bike by to check it out. Parts of the house still stand, walls and beams blackened by the flames. Yellow caution tape has been looped around the outside, and the rubble hasn't yet been totally cleared out by the city. You decide to investigate. Why? Why? Why would I want to go back into this house? Why would I want to? The second floor is either mostly burned away or fallen through, but standing in what used to be the den, you look up to the hole that would have been Sarah's room. The broken glass and charred drywall crunch beneath your feet, until you step on something that isn't glass. Oh god, is it like her bones or something? You look down. Oh, okay. There in the mess is what looks like a Game Boy. It's a Game Boy Color, not at all scuffed or damaged. In the back is a single cartridge, a copy of Pokemon Blue. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that Game Boy because it's not scuffed or damaged. So someone obviously came back and put it here. So, yeah, nah, I'm gonna leave it here. You leave the ruined house and hop back on your bike, pedaling back home. Your mom doesn't have to work tonight, and since she knows you're taking recent events hard, she's promised to take you and your little sister to the movies. You don't think about Sarah at all. End. Okay, so all unsaved data will be lost is an interesting name. I'm assuming that this ending that says that the only difference is, and then make what might be the worst decision ever, will be me taking that Game Boy. So I'm going to go do that real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, this is a little bit different of a trail of dialogue. So I'm just going to include this just because it's slightly different and I want to include as much of this game as I can. He changed things, says Sarah. He said he could make things happen any way I wanted them to. That I would always be the best. The guys at school wouldn't get so weird about me playing games anymore as long as I fed him. What did you have to feed him? Sarah looks at you, her eyes watering. For a long time she doesn't say anything, and then suddenly you understand. I'm not gonna punch her. Why would I punch her? I want to go home. There it is. Okay, we have finally made it back. We are going to take Sarah's Game Boy this time around. Let's see what happens. Looking from side to side as if anyone might actually be watching, you pick up the Game Boy and flick on the power switch. After clicking through the Pokemon intro screens, you find there's no saved game on the cart. It's like a brand new copy. You turn off the Game Boy and, stuffing it into your pocket, return home. Oh gosh. Your mom is standing in the kitchen when you arrive, doing dishes, and your little sister is watching some annoying cartoon. Remember to take a bath and get dressed before 7, Mom calls. Remember? You're fairly certain she never told you to do that in the first place. Okay. You walk into the kitchen, dropping your backpack on the linoleum floor. Why do I need to do all that? Silly, she says. Your mom turns from the sink to smile at you, and your throat tightens when you see how glassy and empty her eyes are. Don't you remember? She asks. Your uncle's coming over for dinner to celebrate his new job. Ooh, he's got the uncle now. Oh, man. Oh, what? There's another thing here I can click. This was not here before. This page does not, or this passage does not exist. Kitchen, back. What? Repetition with a difference. It is not the time for running. Go where you're not wanted. Go where you've been told you can't go. Okay. I think I get that. I think I get what that's saying, because before the kitchen didn't exist, and it's saying go where I'm not wanted. So, I mean, it didn't let me go in before. I don't know. Hang on. I'm gonna get back to that part and we'll see. All right. It is now midnight. Is your uncle here? I'm gonna place coy. That's the word I was trying to think of. Yeah, I'm gonna be scarce for a bit. I'm gonna run to the kitchen. go anyway. So that's new. Bad expression. What? You go to the kitchen. No, child. There is not much of a... This is not allowed... Oh my god. This is not allowed, child. Should I ignore him or tell him to be... I'm going to tell him to be quiet. It falls silent for the moment. It has grown weak since you haven't been feeding it. Since I haven't... Wait. Take out the... Wait. What? 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 Take out the Game Boy. From your pocket, you pull Sarah's Game Boy Color. The uncle is somewhere behind the half-textured walls, grumbling to itself. Turn on the Game Boy. Okay. I guess I'm gonna start. Oh, okay. Pokedex. Oh, there's not time to use that. Okay. Pokemon. There's not time to use that either. How about items? You're carrying a Game Boy Color. What? You hope this works. What is this? Hang on. Option, text speed, slow, mid. I'll pick you up tomorrow. Oh, whoa. Hang on. Whoa, it's like... Whoa. Sarah's parked in front of the large TV playing something on the Nintendo 64. Suddenly she jumps as if you scared her by entering when you did and turns to look at you. What was that? She asks. What? What do you mean, what was that? It was me. But it sounded like I know about the uncle. Oh god, he's actually saying it now. I actually heard him say it this time. Sarah blinks uneasily at you. I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? And now he's saying... What the fuck? Stop this. That's what he was saying. Sarah looks around uneasily. It's alright. How is this happening? Sarah asks. I'm starving it to death. Sarah shakes head. Stop this now, children, in disbelief. What are you here for? What are you doing? The rain outside increases in tempo, or bad children, bad. Stop sounding exactly like rain. What? I came back to save you. What? Sarah takes a step forward. How did you do that? It doesn't control you. It may seem like it does. It may seem like it's all you have, but it's not. But it said it lies. It always lies. No, I do not. I hunger. I hunger. Oh gosh. But all the others, gone. I ate them all up, says Sarah. They're gone. I mean, she didn't say all of that, but she said, but all the others. Okay. No. We're here. We're all here still. This is like it. Like Pennywise. It doesn't eat all at once. It's slow. It takes years, maybe even forever. Oh gosh, I just had a weird chill go up my spine. Gone. Oh, what did that... Oh, I don't know what that said. I made so many. My parents, my brother. I don't deserve it. Why did you come back for me? Suddenly Sarah is crying. Why did you come back for me? Because we're friends. Things are starting to change. The uncle. The thing that calls itself an uncle is either on the verge of death or making a final gamble to stop either of you from leaving. Sarah is still crying. Oh, stop. No. I hate you bad. I am so hungry. He's falling apart. None of this even says anything. I'm taking Sarah's hand. Sarah looks up at you. You really came back for me? You really think we can do this? It wants us to hate each other, and I won't do that. With a sad smile, she nods. Okay. He's trying to stop me, I think. Stop it, stop it, stop it. No, no, no. Oh gosh. Exit? No, 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 no. Come back, come back. What? 1,000 strategies, minds, fears, desires, pleasures, boiling in its deep belly and hungry for more. What the fuck? You don't understand. Games offered me something I didn't have before. They gave me a sense of place. Oh. I'm sorry you were hurting, and I did not listen. We can become something else if we're willing to fight it. You are my friend. No more games. You are my friend, and I am here for you. End. Wow, and they smashed the Game Boy. Yeah, stick it to the man! New game. That was the end of it. Wow, I have unlocked the author's notes? What is that? Hold up. Hold up, before we move on to the author's notes. Holy shit, that was a mindfuck of a game. I was kind of lost for a while when I was trying to find ending number 4 and 5. That was kind of out there. Like, I kind of had to be pretty precise with that, but I didn't have to be too precise. But holy shit, who came up with this? Is this like based on a creepypasta or something? It has to be. I mean, maybe not. I don't know though. This uncle is honestly kind of creepy. I don't really buy into the whole like video game creepypasta stuff, but this one, holy shit. Maybe it's just because it's a game in this sort of style. I don't know. Let's see what these author's notes are. On lying to your friends, on sleepovers, on topicality, on gamers being over. What? Hang on. Oh, okay. It says, you can read the short essays that follow since their appearance here was definitely an intended effect of the design. They are various reflections I composed for my own clarification and guidance while making and testing this game. They are likely tedious and, to greater and lesser degrees, beside the point of whatever experience you had while playing the game, but that is why they are hidden content. Nevertheless, if you'd like more traditional hidden content, please click here. Oh gosh, should I? Oh gosh. Congratulations, you have unlocked alternate outfits for all characters. What does that even matter? During your next playthrough, do your best to imagine the characters wearing different outfits than the ones you imagined them wearing before. I didn't really imagine them wearing particular outfits. They were just kind of there. Some suggestions. You and your friend are now dressed like Auron and Titus from Final Fantasy X. Your friend's parents are wearing horse armor. Please PayPal me $5 for this privilege. j.michael.lutz@gmail.com. The uncle who works for Nintendo has been replaced with DreamWorks' beloved character Shrek. Yes! Shrek is love. Shrek is life. That just made this game a million times better. But really, your imagination is the only limit. That's the magic of games. Okay, I'm going to go back to the credits. There are some other author's notes in here, but I don't think... Well, I'm curious with this. Gamers being over. What is this? Fairy tales. Oh, on gamers and identity. Well, you guys can go pick this game up for yourselves because it is free. I will put a link down below. It is on itch. If you want to read these things for yourself, I'm not sure if you have to beat the whole game to unlock the author's notes. I didn't pay attention on whether or not, but you have seen how to find these particular endings, so you can find them for yourselves. I'm going to end this here, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.